Hello, my love, and welcome back. If you are currently feeling like you are lacking support or you don't feel very safe or protected, then this is for you, okay? We have so many things going on in the world that are causing people to feel unstable, to feel shaky, to feel like they don't have the protection around them that they desire. And one of the ways that we can actually connect to this is through the energetic realm. And I want to dive into, firstly, a really big root cause of why a lot of us struggle with safety in the first place is because as children, we were lacking the support or the love or the care or the attention, the validation that we desired and needed. And if your parents were unable to provide for you in a certain way or nurture you in a certain way or show up for you in a certain way, then a lot of times this leads to us feeling abandoned or neglected, and like we're lacking support from the mother or the father, right? From our caregiver. So I actually have just uploaded a really powerful quantum healing hypnosis into my monthly membership. I'm going to get into that at the very end. There are links down below if you want to check it out already. But I want to dive into the premise of how we can shift this so that you can start to feel more safe, more protected, more supported in your life. So I mentioned the ways that we can shift things in the energetic realm, and that is through finding the spiritual covering. So a lot of times because we grow up in a predominantly physical 3D reality and society programs us to only focus and put importance on physical things like physical protection, physical provision and being provided for, physical care and support. And yes, 1000%, of course, that is so important, and we need those things in the physical reality as well. But the place that we actually gain protection from first is energetic and spiritual, and it comes from the divine mother, father, God, the eternal creator, the loving source energy that makes up every single one of us. So instead of, as an adult, trying to outsource your protection or find safety from a parent or a partner, a friend, a career, these things that are actually mortal, right? They're not eternal. They will potentially be gone, pass away, jobs can change, circumstances, relationships can end, and suddenly this thing or this person that we've put all our focus onto and all our hope for safety, protection, all of that can be taken from us. They can be gone. And so instead of looking for ways to attach to things in the physical, this activation, and where I personally recommend, and a huge part of my journey over the years has been in finding this protection in the eternal, in my connection to source, in a really deep, often challenging, often very humbling practice of devotion and surrender, and allowing myself to deepen the connection and truly feel the support from something so much bigger than me. Coming under this spiritual covering, right? Instead of like a shield or protection that, we look to for the father figure to be that masculine support, the protector, the provider, or the feminine side where we're looking for that nurturing, warm, unconditional hug that's like wrapping us in her arms, right? Instead of continuing to need that from a 3D being, a person, finding that from source itself through the deep practice of devotion, surrender, and connecting to something so much bigger than us. So as I've gone through this work in my own life over the years, and especially when I started doing the quantum healing work, which started in 2020, when I was forced into my own massive surrender, COVID stuff aside, there was just so much going on in my life at that time. And I started to feel a bit more of an actual connection to a higher power, which had been lacking for so long in my life. And then it deepened over the years through, steady dedication and devotion and prioritizing hours a day to deep meditation and to the quantum realms and the work that I do in the energetic space, that I have been able to find solace and peace and really beautiful, loving protection from God, from the Creator, to believe and know that no matter how challenging things are, I'm held. And sometimes that transcends the physical. For example, when I was in Ecuador earlier this year, I was going through a really windy highway road up through the mountains and the cliffs, and there was a part of the highway where the bus came to a stop, and I looked out the side of the window and the road had collapsed because they always get these landslides there. I guess something had happened and the road had what looked like a big cookie, like a bite out of a cookie, and this huge chunk missing. The small, not very strong to begin with, railings had fallen down into this black abyss, and I looked out directly outside the window and just looked down. And it was probably one of the scariest moments of my life, where everything in my body just like stopped, and immediately just started praying. And it was that moment of knowing like there's truly nothing I can do. The bus driver had stopped to go really slowly to try to get past this, and I felt the bus kind of topple. And obviously it could have also just been me watching and knowing what was next to me. Clearly all the wheels were still on the road, but because of the little drop and the feeling of it, I just thought there's no way. Also because of the angle of the road, I was like, there's no way that we're not gonna fall into this. And like I looked down into black darkness. I looked up to this vast sky of stars that was like so low because I was at the equator, and just started praying and praying and praying and sending love to all the people I care about and asking God to protect me. And in that moment, whether you believe the prayers helped or not, maybe we were going to get through regardless, but it was that feeling of me having full trust, full faith in the only thing that truly matters, the only thing that is truly there for us at all times, which is Source. And that's what we go back to. And I've learned this the really, really hard way in losing my brother when I was 18 and realizing that the physical doesn't last, and there's more important things than just the material world. And so the more we find peace, the more we find this connection to a higher power, the more we're able to go about our daily life actually feeling strong, actually feeling capable, and feeling protected, feeling like we can walk into the room with our shoulders back, our chest up, our head held high, and like owning who we are, knowing that we're held, knowing that we're not doing this life alone, and truly free of any of those abandonment wounds or the pains and feelings of neglect that might have been there from your early years. So with all of that said, when we start to shift this, everything changes, and it's the most beautiful process that I think we can find. And this is exactly what I share inside this new Quantum Healing Hypnosis activation. So as always, they have like a really powerful training beforehand where I'm diving into more of this, and this one specifically as well, just understanding how you create through the quantum realm and how we are consciously or unconsciously creating our reality at all times alongside the loving Creator. So it's not just on you. It's not all your fault if something goes wrong. It's not all your success if something goes right. We're working in tandem with the Creator here, but we're able to really start to build up and shift everything that we are bringing into the world when you start to do this work. And so the power that you have with your subconscious and with understanding the energetics around you and actually building an energetic structure, almost like I often talk about the energetic architecture around you and the ways that that's working in tandem with you in the 3D physical reality, right? So we have the power to start to do this, and I have this really incredible training, and then there's a beautiful guided quantum healing hypnosis where I'm taking you through this process, allowing you to feel the loving embrace of the Eternal Mother, to also feel the protection and support from the Eternal Father, to heal and rebalance the masculine and feminine dynamics that, again, most of us have imbalances from because of childhood and just because of what's been normalized on this planet, to find safety in your nervous system as well, and to start to feel that you have this beautiful protection around you as you are navigating life. So there are 2 ways to get your hands on this activation. Number 1 is to just click the link below, get the activation by itself. It is $55.55, and you can dive right in, listen to it right now. You can listen to it as many times as you want. Or option number 2 is to jump inside my monthly membership, where you get bi-weekly quantum healing hypnosis activations like this one. You get daily downloads and wisdom drops of things that I'm navigating or picking up on in the energies. And it's really supportive if you're looking for a way to stay on track and stay motivated and inspired towards your goals, but you're not wanting to work directly with a coach or invest further, like bigger in yourself right now. We're also adding a monthly breath work, which I'm really excited about. And you also get a monthly Q&A coaching call with me. So all of that is inside the monthly membership. Plus, you also get all the previous activations. So there's over $1,500 worth of quantum healing hypnosis practices in here. So much value for you to dive into right away, and that is only $33.33 a month. So you can get your hands on this activation that I've just talked about, as well as everything else that I've mentioned, by clicking the link down below to jump inside my monthly membership. Either way, I look forward to supporting you through this hypnosis and through this practice, and I can only explain or express, I don't really know what wording I was trying to say there. I can express how powerful this has been for me in the last week, and really helping my own nervous system as there's been challenges and things going on, and times where otherwise I might have felt shaky or insecure and unsupported. And this practice has really helped me stay so balanced, so grounded, truly in a place of knowing that I'm not alone in navigating it. And that has changed so much for me, considering countless times with heavy challenges in my life before, or intense situations, and I did feel very alone, and I didn't fully feel the connection and the protection of the Eternal Mother and Father. So it's been beautiful, and I really am excited to share this with you and allow you to feel this kind of support as well. So both of those options are linked down below. I'm so excited to see you there and to support you with this. I hope this was helpful, and I will be back, and I'll see you again soon.